I believe Kylar, you believe Kylar, Sparky believes Kylar, everybody, yeah, absolutely, sure. But anything can happen. We've seen Powar just make amazing turnarounds right when he needed it. He's got the heart of the cards. He top decks like a boss.
Yeah, this is amazing for both sides, and honestly at this point, like, Powar kind of winning my heart for this tournament. Of course, everyone loves an underdog story, and Powar coming in on this one, not even on our list for top 3 predictions coming in. Loser side of top 8, that's an underdog story for sure. We'll see if he can make the upset though. We're in the grand finals. This is reset territory. He's got to win the first best of 5 to get the reset for a second best of 5 against Kylar Alice.
Man, I am tired just listening to that. That is a ton of games that you have to go through. At minimum 6, potentially 10.
Oh gosh. I mean, and again, you're talking about,
put it that way.
Well, not just that, but you're talking about his losers bracket run, right? Those were 3 of his 4 matches were game 5 matches. The other one was a game 4 match. He's already played whatever 15 plus 4 is, 19 matches before going for reset in grand finals. Oh, come on, Kylar.
Yeah,
you were talking up the
this
boy.
has been a day. I mean, so this has been quite a day. Powar getting worn out, not just from the tournament, but right now, Kylar Alice's hammer, just hammering home the point that Kylar is the king of the region currently.
Right now, just if Powar gets a stock, that's Kylar just saying all that for a drop of blood. You made all of that run to potentially come up against me, Kylar Alice, the Thanos of the Australian region.
Not even that was enough to take out Kylar. He still has the potential to be up 2 stocks.
He's waiting. Goes for it.
Whoa. Yeah, certainly an interesting option from both players there. Hammer recovery, the wide toss. Ooh, just enough to seal to get onto the wall, but almost knocked out by the recovery.
Downlight into the neutral signature from Powar. That is actually a misinput that worked out in his favor. 9 times out of 10, a Gauntlet player will go for a dash jump recovery, but instead, a little bit of a misinput works out and he gets the stock. Kylar Alice, though, with the fresh stock, gets the recovery onto Powar, and Powar now down to his final stock here in game number 1.
Yeah, that was a quick answer by Kylar. Not one to let a lead slip just like that.
But Powar trying to change this lead up a little bit, getting some good axe hits. A little bit undamaged for Kylar. That's the second time he's gone for a downlight side air a little bit early on his opponents.
Yeah, that one was even a little bit tricky because he was catching him, you know, just peeking over the corner, so it's not going to set him up just quite so high. Kylar, he had another hammer primed, but immediately knocked out with it.
That's the first time we've seen that. Rayman's got some interesting SIGs. We talked about the helicopter and whatnot, but he's also got these SIGs where on the gauntlets, if he charges the neutral or the side, it will slowly extend the range of it, and that's what happened there. Kylar was expecting the short range side SIG, but Powar charged it up, got that extended range on the big fist.
Yeah, it can really catch people off guard, especially because not only does it get the extra range, but I mean, you're charging a signature. That's extra damage and force applied.
What? Kylar gonna disregard all that extra damage and force, shoves Powar off stage, and an unarmed recovery will take game number 1.
Just the way that he was standing there menacingly after throwing every weapon he could off stage. He's just like, you've got to come past this corner eventually. Just, I'll be here, don't worry. And then uppercut, and it's over.
Just sheer confidence. It's great that he did all those weapon tosses too, because it burns a lot of movement from Powar now. He's got to like dodge, dip, and dive around all these wrenches that are getting thrown at him, and unfortunately can't dodge everything. And Kylar Alice is just like, all right, once you're here, I'm gonna hit you, and you're gonna go bye-bye.
3, 2, 1.
So now we're going into the next game. It's Demon Island. You know, I've seen a lot of this today. It seems like players are really just kind of favoring the flat nature of it. There's no extra soft platforms. The walls are pretty small, so edge guards are even that much more effective.
Yeah, this is definitely a great map for Powar with these signatures that can go over the corner. At the same time, Kylar does have that down stick, which can cover corners. There you're seeing him throw it out, but Powar, good movement to avoid it.
Oh my gosh! Does it ever end? Kylar AUS, that was a crazy set of swordplay.
That was extension on extension on that one.
But even with all that, Powar keeping right neck and neck. The damage just even, but the positioning is not quite.
Gotta respect that stomp. That stomp can set up into the knockout tool for Kylar. There you're seeing it, stomp, side air. First stock goes the way of Kylar AUS, but of course Powar does have that opportunity. Come in, just get a nice heavy button onto Kylar and even up the stock count.
And that's still quite a tall order because Kylar, he's so good at just extending his leads into so much extra damage. There, he didn't get to do too many hits, but look at that. That's solid yellow. Just because every time that he does those sword downlights that he lands so consistently, he always goes into the down air. He's trying to dribble you off of the stage so that way you're right close by for whatever he has next.
Charging up this side signature though, it's going to be Kylar on this hammer, and he's just going to cover this corner. Dips down, not able to find that recovery onto Powar, and Powar wants to stick with these gauntlets. You saw him stand on the weapon, think about it, and he's like, nah, I think gauntlets are my weapon for the day.
I mean, it makes sense. He's landed a few of their signatures. The uppercut has been his main coup de grace technique.
But Kylar got his own coup de grace. It's just a downline side air to get that second stock off of Powar. Again, Kylar AUS with just this slight lead, a little bit more health to play with here on the second stock, and he doesn't even care that he's unarmed.
Yeah, he just wants damage. He's like, the shortest distance between your face and my fist is right now. Punch.
I think Jet Li said that in the one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that sounds right. That checks out. But Powar taking some of that advice. The gauntlet ground pound brought the stocks even. Let's see if he's got it in him to actually bring this back and tie up the set.
This is definitely doable for Powar, but he's really got to find a way around this hammer of Kylar. Back in the last set that he played, it was the orb plays of the Thor that he really had to respect. And now against Kylar AUS, this hammer can just build damage so incredibly quickly.
Man, Kylar really just going Zen mode, as little movement as possible, just becoming very economical with it, doesn't want to get caught. He noticed that, I guess Powar tends to overpass him a lot. It's just overshooting, not where he's actually is, but where he's going. A little bit of the Space Invaders strategy, and it pays off. Powar going for those uppercuts off the top yet again, tying up the set 1-1.
Yeah, man, when Kylar went Zen mode, that felt so goofy, but it worked relatively well. There was a big moment there where Powar was struggling to find a hit, but he did eventually find the connections that he needed to take the game and go on into the next one. Currently tied at 1 apiece as we get right on into another match on Demon Island. Kylar AUS versus Powar for game number 3.
Let's just run it right back, they said. Same legends, same stage. Who's got the biggest adaptation? We saw the Zen mode coming out right at the end there from Kylar. He wasn't able to bring that up into the air, where Powar just seems to have dominance with those gauntlet attacks.
Lots of aerial tools for Powar. Nice punish from Kylar. Actually, good movement to get away from that second sidelight and then dip down. Fast fell for that recovery for more damage, and he's just keeping it going, just stutter stepping onto Powar's face. Excuse me, Power Ranger, completely different player. Well done from Kylar, staying unarmed and getting more damage built up already.
Jeez, Powar just went through a cycle on the corner of down air, ground pound, down sig. He's just, every down input I have, let me just piano across those buttons.
Pressing all the white keys.
Now that he, you know, whatever sounds good, really, you got to play it like jazz. Rayman is all about jazz. Unfortunately, that does leave you with just white keys, white stocks. They were completely tied up, 2-2. And right now, I need to believe in Powar, man. He's got 2 more games to go to get just the bracket reset. Just the bracket reset.
He has that potential. Goes for the down air this time, but it's going to clash out with Kylar AUS with a wake up neutral light. Or sorry, neutral air, as he was unarmed. Stuck on this corner. Kylar AUS not going to commit to anything. You saw him actually back up, kind of just trying to bait Powar up over the corner. Now he's going to go back, keep this neutral pressure going.
Ooh, great 2-piece there. Certainly building up the damage. Almost got himself an edge guard too. Now just threatening with the axe side airs. Powar looking to try and pull away from Kylar AUS at least a little bit. The axe slide not enough to KO. They were just dead center stage, too far to go.
Whoa! Second one still not enough though. Powar gonna switch on over to the gauntlets. This has been his main tool for knocking out stocks. And you're seeing Kylar dips over the corner and Powar was waiting for it. Gets the recovery to get the stock advantage.
Ooh, there's that tall ceiling again coming into play. The slide kick into neutral heavy that usually knocks out pretty reliably. He's got to get a ton of extra damage. Kylar is finally taking the stock. He did take a little bit of damage, so Powar has a chance to further push through this set.
Clash out. Did put Powar off stage. Goes for the recovery. Kylar able to dodge this time. Recovery.
Ooh.
Kylar.
Man, they are really just trying to get any kind of hit they can. You see Kylar really just approaching with the quickest aerial attack available for the hammer. It's that down air, hits the neutral air. He's just looking to end this out. There it is, down light into side air, reads it high! That was such an incredible read, the weapon toss. Powar could have gone anywhere. He had so many options, and Kylar was just like, you're going up. Don't play around with my emotions here. We both know you're going up.
He had the entirety of the sky to fly through and flew into the sword. Powar going to get taken out in game number 3, and now that puts Kylar 1 game away from being crowned the Australian Autumn Champion in 1v1s. And as is custom for Kylar AUS, when he's this far ahead, he goes to the Gruagok.
It's just the Gok. Unleash the Gok. Here we go. It's axe, it's hammer, it's just a ton of pain, a ton of force. Saw some Gruagok in the North American region earlier today, and Kylar AUS, I'm expecting him to just do some weird, wild stuff with his character.
Solid side light, side air so far. Powar gonna get up onto the stage, does get the side light, but not much else afterwards. And Kylar committing to the off stage with a nice ground pound. No big like Taros-y Sig stuff. Hasn't gone Taros brain just yet.
Like
There's
that?
a little bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, show it to him. Let him know. Make him think about it. Stock number 1. 2 stocks remain between Kylar AUS and the crown.
That Taros brain is like an infection. Slowly takes over, and then suddenly he just becomes a Sig happy Taros player.
I mean, hey, if Powar can find some way to catch on to that, maybe accelerate it, so that way, oh, you do those 6, now I get big, meaty gauntlet punishes, that could be a potential path to victory.
Please lock yourself into active frames and recovery frames. But so far, Powar doing a good job avoiding the Sigs. Hasn't really taken too much Sig damage, but just the raw damage from the Gruagok might be a little too much.
Oh my gosh, Kylar, he ran all the way back to the weapon and then turned around, ran all the way back, and still got the hit. Jeez,
Oh, the weapon toss!
And the side air. Now there's only 1 stock left. Powar needs to play flawlessly to stay alive here. Kylar AUS only has 1 stock left to cut through. He's getting very Sig happy. Oh my gosh.
Virus in full effect right now. Taro's brain.
The Taro's brain is unstoppable. Yeah, just gravity cancel the signature. Do them on the ground, do them in the air, just do them everywhere.
Those Freons coming in. Kylar Alice one hit away from potentially closing this one out, but Powar gonna hold on, get a nice side air. Can Powar take this to game number 5?
I mean, if he doesn't, I'm gonna let you scream all to the heavens about this Taro's brain and its victory.
There it is! The down sig from Kylar Alice. Taro's brain is all that you need, and that is gonna be Kylar Alice becoming the Autumn champion. And really, more importantly than Taro's brain is that I was right about my predictions, and that's all we really care about. Powar, fantastic run, getting that second place finish. You got to give credit where credit is due, man. That Rayman was clean.
Yeah, I mean, bringing that all the way to second place, amazing performance, fantastic gauntlets play, a bunch of Rayman signatures used in ways that we usually don't see, a lot of those gravity cancel axe slides, but could not be stopped. Look at this, Kylar Alice, the Gok, the Gruagok, so angry,